Hello friends, I am Prachi. Today's our topic is illumination, unit number 1 in utilization of electrical energy. So this is the part 3 of this unit. In the last two videos we see the what is the illumination, definition of illumination, then the definitions of light, depreciation factor, mean spherical factor, plane angle, what is the solid angle, their units. So also we see the source of light. In the last video we see the fluorescent tube means what, their construction, application, advantages and disadvantages. Also the sodium vapor lamp and the mercury vapor lamp means what. So today we see the compact fluorescent lamp and metal halide lamp, their construction, application, advantages and disadvantages, and also the what type of MCQs are asked on this topic. We discuss this. So now we start. Here see, fourth source of light is compact fluorescent lamp, that is the CFL, that is CFL means compact fluorescent lamp. So this is the picture of CFL. Then here see, there are two types of CFL, means CFL is also categorized into two types. First is integrated and second is non-integrated. So there are two main parts of CFL, then also the two parts. First is the gas filled tube, also called bulb or burner. Then second is magnetic or electronic ballast. So these are the types of CFL and the two main parts of the CFL, that is gas filled tube and the magnetic or electronic ballast. So next we see the first is the gas filled tube, also called bulb or burner, their explanation. So this is the picture of this. Then this is like all fluorescent lamp, CFL contain mercury. This complicates the disposal of fluorescent lamps. Means this is like all fluorescent lamp, CFL contain mercury. This complicates the disposal of fluorescent tube or fluorescent lamp. Then second is the magnetic or electronic ballast. So here see, then it is contain a small circuit board with rectifiers, a filter capacitor and usually two switching transistors. मीन्स इसमें क्या होते हैं, इसमें स्मॉल सर्किट बोर्ड होता है और उसमें क्या होते हैं रेक्टिफायर, फिल्टर कैपेसिटर एंड यूजुअली टू स्विचिंग ट्रांजिस्टर connected as a high frequency resonant series DC to AC inverter. So this is the magnetic or electronic ballast. Usually the questions are asked, means in the circuit board of electronic ballast which contents are, so our answer is rectifiers, two switching transistor and the filter capacitor. So this is about the magnetic or electronic ballast. Then application and advantages of this. Advantages is that it gives the same amount of light as compared to fluorescent lamp. The average life of a CFL is between 8 to 15 times that of incandescent lamp. So this is very advantageous. Lifespan of between 6000 and 15,000 hours. It does not have starting time. Then disadvantages. Purchase price of a CFL is 3 to 10 times greater than that of an equivalent incandescent lamp. So this is costly compared to the incandescent lamp. So now we see the fifth point or the fifth source of light, that is the metal halide lamp. Means what? This is the metal halide lamp. This is very important topic or point or the source of light, that is metal halide lamp. Most of the questions are asked on this topic. So note this point. It produces high light output for their size making them a compact, powerful, and efficient light source. Originally created in the late 1960 for industrial use. So, where use this light? This question is asked in MCQ type exam. So, here see the construction of metal halide lamp. The compact R tube contain a high pressure mixture of argon, mercury and variety of metal halides. About 24% of energy used by metal halide lamp produces light 65 to 115 lumen per watt, making them more efficient than fluorescent lamp. It is now available that can have a correlated color temperature as low as 3000 K very yellow to 20,000 K very blue. So this is the metal halide lamp. This is the diagram of metal halide lamp. Then we see the application of metal halide lamp. Metal halide lamp are used both for general industrial purposes and for very specific applications which require specific UV or blue frequency light. They are used for indoor growing application. So they are used for indoor growing application. This is the important point. So after this we see the comparison of fluorescent tube and incandescent lamp. So this is also very important. Questions are asked on this. So first is fluorescent tube. First point is that it consists of glass tube, and for incandescent lamp it is a airtight glass chamber. Means incandescent lamp is airtight glass chamber, and fluorescent tube is long glass tube. Then second is fluorescent tube. This is it glass tube is internally coated with a fluorescent powder. मीन्स फ्लोरोसेंट ट्यूब इंटरनली कोटेड होता है फ्लोरोसेंट पाउडर से. और इनकैंडेसेंट लैम्प कंसिस्ट ऑफ ए टंगस्टन फिलामेंट. इनकैंडेसेंट लैम्प में क्या होती है? टंगस्टन फिलामेंट एनक्लोज्ड इन एयर टाइट ग्लास चेम्बर. थर्ड पॉइंट इज प्रिंसिपल ऑफ फ्लोरोसेंट ट्यूब इज दैट phosphor substances when flooded with ultraviolet light radiate it in the form of visible light. This point is very important because MCQs are asked on this. Means which substances present in fluorescent tube. So the phosphorus substances present in the fluorescent tube. Then principle of incandescent lamp is that when body is heated, radiant energy is emitted in waveform. Then fourth point is filled with argon gas at low pressure and drop of mercury. Then incandescent lamp filled with nitrogen or argon gas and sometimes add a mixture of 85% of argon and 15% of nitrogen is used. So fluorescent tube available at 40 watt and 36 watt. Then incandescent lamp available from low rating to high rating such as 10 watt, 15 watt, 40 watt, 60 watt and 1000 watt. So these are very important. Means fluorescent lamp or fluorescent tube available at which rated. So our answer is 40 watt and 36 watt. And wattage or rating of incandescent lamp. So the rating of incandescent lamp are 10 watt, 15 watt, 40 watt, 60 watt and 1000 watt. So this is the comparison of fluorescent tube and incandescent lamp. Then here we see the types of lightning scheme. First is direct lightning, second is semi-direct lightning, third is indirect lightning and fourth is semi-indirect lightning. So MCQs questions are also asked on this. Means what is direct lightning, what is semi-direct, what is indirect lightning and what is the semi-indirect lightning. So this is very important topic. We see in the next video. So today, thank you. I hope you like this video.